Ladies and gentlemen, of the Khalil the Sports Report YouTube channel and Facebook page, and I got a lot of things I got to get down to for sure. I'm going to talk about. Let's see. I will be discussing, the Christmas edition, things I can get for Christmas. That is, I'm going to talk about Lebron James apologized for his Jewish money Instagram post. I'll be discussing the three Clemson football players that have recently just failed a drug test of a banned substance. That is how it's gonna affect their eligibility of being in the NFL draft. I'll also be discussing DJ Swearinger being released after ripping Greg Minuski's play calling in a loss to the Titans. Also beginning to that and John Bones Jones apologizing once again for another failed drug test, but he missed that he didn't cheat though. So I'm gonna start off with with the fact that LeBron James, this past week that is, he apologizes for the lyrics that he shared on his Instagram post that included the line, "Getting that Jewish money, everything is kosher." It was a song. Well, he quoted the song ASMR by rap artist 21 Savage, and he typed the lyrics down. So basically, King LeBron James, he did apologize for the lyric. He did apologize for sharing that and posting that, and that there is basically the NBA won't consider punishing, fining, nor suspending King LeBron James despite the Jewish money Instagram post that is, and quite frankly, you know, I'm just hoping he just goes back to those old roots and think about what he's trying to do and think about like not doing what's going to rest of his life. Though I will tell you that right now. I'll also be talking about King LeBron James saying that NFL owners, that are old white men, have slave mentality towards the players. Now, King LeBron James is one of the people calling out owners slave mentality after NFL owners they approved the national anthem policy, where players stand or stay in the locker rooms. So really, King LeBron James, look, we know he's got the whole world in his hands. We all know that. But you got to think of what you're doing. You don't want to like cross the line. I mean, the Jewish money post, Instagram post, but finds a little offensive. But I can tell you though that I'm just hoping that King LeBron James doesn't do something he's gonna regret for his life though, and I'm just hoping that he learns from it and tries to at least adapt from this for goodness sakes, because it may be offensive for sure, and obviously he's not just referring to Moolah and all that stuff. He just not trying to offend anyone. He was just singing a song, but he may have got a little carried away. So I think it's obvious that King LeBron James, he did apologize for the lyrics, and obviously, it's a shame that something like this has to happen, and this could be trouble in paradise. And I hopefully that tomorrow won't be one of them when King LeBron James and Lakers take on the Warriors tomorrow night on Christmas, though. So I'm just hoping that he learns from that and tries to at least not make any more mistakes. What King LeBron James said on the shop, well, episode 3, that is, the NFLers have slave mentality. He means the old white guys, that is. And that, quite frankly, he just says that one of the owners had national anthem policy where players stay in locker rooms, that is. So now this is a big thing, look, every NFL team has to stand, all right? If you don't stand, you can wait in the locker rooms, but you can't be kneeling during the anthems. That's a rule right there. Listen, King LeBron James, he may have, gone below the belt a bit, even though he's got to learn from his past mistakes. He just has to at least not do something that's going to rest of his life, though. And some people aren't going to take kindly this at all. And the reason why this is because We know he's an advocate. We all know that. We know he's made some harsh mistakes in the past. Not so many though, but he's more of an advocate. He's more of an inspirational leader that he is. But I think LeBron James has to at least watch where he's going though, because he just can't do something that he's gonna do. Because LeBron James needs to at least watch what he says and not try to at least make the mistakes he made before though. So I know he's just doing what he's got to do, and saying something. He speaks his own mind. We all know that, but I think it's obvious that you don't want to get too carried away because some people are gonna. I don't know what they're gonna think, but it's just obvious that he may have lost control though. But the NBA is not going to consider fining nor suspending nor despite his comments that he made about his Instagram post. That is, so hopefully he learns from his mistakes and not tries. I mean, don't listen to the song. Like don't try to sing the lyrics though to that song because some people may find it a little offensive, and it's obvious that Cameron just learned his lesson, and hopefully he just doesn't make the mistake he made before. So, or like this past week, I'm just hoping he learns from that. So that's all. I also want to talk about that. Just earlier today, 3 Clemson football players by names of Dexter Lawrence, Zach Giella, and Braden Galloway, they tested positive. They failed the drug test by testing positive for on a banned substance called Ostarine. Now, Ostarine is a product that is used to promote muscle growth. Is on the WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency's list of illegal substances. Now, the Clemson football players, have absolutely no idea how this banned substance got into their systems. The trademark name for the selective analysis receptor modular system, or SARM, selective analytics receptor modulator, is not approved. Which this is not approved for humans, nor consumed in the U.S. or any other countries. Now, if A samples turn out positive, the drug-free sport, they will notify the Clemson. The testing lab analyzes a B sample. The results of the test are final. If a B sample is negative, there's nothing wrong there. If it comes out positive, Dexter Lawrence could be ineligible for the 2019 NFL draft, especially if Zach Giella and Braden Galloway, they also be ineligible for the NFL draft, and they could be suspended for sure. Then they could probably miss the against Notre Dame. That is. So hopefully they learn from their mistakes and not try to lead. And this banned substance, Ostarine, could be like found anywhere. But who knows? They just know these the football players of Clemson don't know how it got there. And I'm just hopefully that they just don't make this mistake and be able to not try to at least stay off the drugs and all that. But never take banned substances. It's really bad, and this could really affect your career. So basically, Dexter Lawrence, Zach Giella, and Braden Galloway, they could be ineligible for the 2019 NFL draft. Could be released, who knows? Or probably get a 1-year suspension, or probably get a suspension. 1-year suspension, that is. So who knows how it's gonna turn out. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping that they don't make a mistake and try to at least and try to avoid these drugs. That is, I mean, it's a bad substance though. World Anti Doping Agency, that is. I know that this Ostarine is indeed a legal substance, and it should never be taken. But I think it's obvious that they just try to at least not mess up and try to at least not make the mistakes they made before, not make the mistakes they made though. So who knows how it's gonna turn out? And I'll keep everyone posted, up to date on that. And well, a lot more to be said too. Though, by the way. Also, wants another topic though that once again, another person that failed drug tests, and you all know him as John Bones Jones, but he did apologize for failing for another failed drug test, claiming the steroid Turinabol, that is, was not consumed with the intention to cheat, meaning that he did not cheat. Now, the officers, they have found traces of Turinabol while testing John Bones Jones for his upcoming fight against Alexander Gustafsson at UC 232, which is going to be on Saturday. So Dana White and UFC, they decided to relocate the event to LA instead. Now, John Bones Jones, he did not cheat this time. Now, back in 2017, he was suspended, though, for, failing numerous drug tests. And no one knew it was going to come back, but he was eligible for making a comeback, by the way. Now, John Bones Jones, he admitted that he failed to run drug tests while testing positive for a banned substance known as Turinabol, that is, which is not consumed with the intention to cheat, but he did not cheat though. So it's obvious that John Bones Jones, he may or may not be competing at UC 232 against Gustafsson, that is. So I'm just hoping that something goes right. I'm hoping that John Bones Jones doesn't make this mistake and tries to, get himself together for once, and try to avoid disaster, because his career was being tarnished. Could have been tarnished like it was before though, but I'm telling you right now that John Bones Jones, he's got a lot to learn. Never look, he may be caught cheating like last year, that is, but this time he was not cheating at all though. He's just got to stay off the drugs, stop failing these drug tests, try to be clean for once. I can say the same for these 3 Clemson football players who admittedly failed a drug test, that is, from some bad substance. Now, John Bones Jones, the other side, he's got to come clean against Alexander Gustafsson at UC 232, though. Now, the event's going to be located in LA. Now, usually some UFC fights were, they're fought in Vegas, but now they're going to be relocating it to LA instead. So really, I'm not sure what's next for John Bones Jones, but I can tell you right now that his future right now is in doubt or in dire jeopardy. So you may never know what the future holds for him. So I'm just hoping that he learns some mistakes and not try to do this again. So I'm not sure if he's going to be suspended once again, and that he'll be able to, I'm sure he's going to recuperate from this, or he's going to come back from this. But he did not cheat this time, so he admits that. You can check it out on TMZ Sports if you want to. Check it out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram if you want to, that is. And that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be right there. And also, I know it's the Christmas edition of the Khalil the Hannibal Sports Board. So I got a little Christmas list of my own, that is. And that is pretty much, well, the Christmas that I would look for is pretty much the Giants getting stop getting these losses, get more wins, maybe have a good record on it. Maybe Saquon Barkley could do a whole lot better now. He did pretty good. He didn't disappoint, but Saquon Barkley could help the Giants make it to the NFC playoffs and win the NFC East next time. And it could happen next year. So you never know. And once Odell Beckham comes back, that is, he'll be all right. He's been dealing with this quad injury though, because remember last season he was out with an ACL with an ankle sprain on him though. This is just another topic I'm pointing out on though. So he was out with an ACL sprain, never came back. This quad injury he's been going through, well, nothing too good for him. So really, I'm just hoping that he just comes back and tries to be ready. I'll tell you that. I want to get back. I want to get on to another topic that I want to point out. Is the fact that Skins football player DJ Swanger, he's been released by the Skins after ripping defensive coordinators Greg Manusky's play calling on a loss to the Titans. Now Skins are going to take on the Eagles next week. The Eagles right now are 8-7. Now the Eagles, they do beat the Skins. They'll be 9-7, and they could be tied. Well, Cowboys 9-6. The Eagles right now are 8-7, but if the Eagles, they do beat the Skins by next week, they're going to pretty much defeat the Skins. They'll be like 9-7. If the Giants beat the Cowboys, they'll be like 8-7, say at the very least. I'm just hoping the Giants, they put a big on the Cowboys, That's what I'm looking forward to seeing right there. Cowboys maybe like 9-6 now, but they got to lose to the Giants on Sunday. Eagles, they could beat they're gonna beat the Skins come next Sunday. That is, that's what I'm looking forward to right there. So Eagles and Cowboys could be tied. So Giants, they did good yesterday. That is, they could have won that game easily, but that didn't happen. Colts won that by 1 point, which I was a little satisfied with though. But the Giants, that's what they got. That's the kind of momentum they're gonna need. Have a good offense, have a good defense, and try to at least win the game for goodness sake. Win your last game against those Cowboys. Because the Cowboys right now are like 9-7, or like 9-6 now. Giants, they gotta beat the Cowboys next Sunday. Eagles, they're gonna beat the Skins. Because their season's gonna be over anyway. Skin season, Giants and Skin season, their season's already over anyway. Now back to the Christmas edition. Merry Christmas list I had though for myself. One thing I do over Christmas is to pretty much, I don't know, Giants winning more games next season, Odell Beckham not being injured once again, and Saquon Barkley at least, and the Giants making it to the playoffs, and being able, another thing that I probably would have for Christmas is pretty much setting up the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Report podcast, which is in the works. Pretty good news for myself, I'll tell you that. Really good news. Plus, I'm also, I think my Christmas list, I can pretty much go back to gaming. Go back to gaming industry. Yeah, I used to play video games in the past, but I haven't been gaming in like nearly decades. That's what I missed out on the most. And people, a lot of my fans enjoy gaming the most. But I think it's obvious I should like go back to my old habits of game video games once again. But I could have a gaming channel. That's pretty good news for myself. It really is. So that's a good experience right there. Or get this like arcade one-ups and get neither one you want. Or just install the Raspberry Pi. They're pretty good. They're really good. So that's what I could find on my Christmas. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that Christmas is tomorrow though. So don't miss on that. Be good, ladies and gents. Avoid being on the naughty list. Man on the nice list. Doesn't matter who's naughty or nice. So I know for some of the nice list though. Who knows what list I'll be on? I mean, I'm gonna be the nice list. So I know Santa's coming tomorrow. So be good out there, folks. Be good, everybody. I know I'm most exciting individual in exciting megastar in history, which I am, and I enjoyed the most. So and pretty much Christmas that I get is probably, I don't know, maybe NBA merchandise, maybe like a new, maybe some things set for my podcast. Have it shown on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. It's gonna be a massive hit. I'll tell you that. And I can have a whole lot more subscribers. People are gonna pay attention to that. So that's what I'm looking forward to, man. That's what my future holds. I could have like Christmas that I would have is just me having my, have the items for the podcast, and just setting it all up. It's pretty good for me. It's pretty good. I love that. I like doing the podcast. I'll name that podcast "Clothed How to Sports Support Podcast." It's pretty good. We're just seeing on my YouTube channel, Facebook page, which is gonna be a massive hit. I'll tell you that. And all the fans at home or on the country and social media, they'll be in for that. I'll tell you that much. But I look forward to that. I know Christmas is tomorrow. I'm real excited for it. See what's under my stock in and figure what presents I got. So I'll be on the lookout for that tomorrow. And a lot more in store, by the way. It's gonna be pretty incredible though. So and don't forget, ladies and gents, be sure to catch all the NBA games tomorrow though. You'll see the Knicks and the Bucks. You'll see Lakers and those sick Warriors, Sixers and Blazers, and plenty other games, that is. So don't miss out on that, ladies and gents. Sixers and Celtics. Don't miss on those games, ladies and gents. I'll give you the scores. I'll keep you up to date on that. And hopefully I'll be back with more live updates, breaking news, training topics, developing storylines. And I'll be having the Khalil albums, and I'll be having the special edition, very special Christmas edition of the Sports Boy YouTube channel, Facebook page. I like to say else. So take care, you guys. Bye-bye. Enjoy.